Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So my name is Carissa. I like to talk about movies and TV shows and whatever else is on my mind that day. And today it is Bill and Ted Face the Music. So I have to be honest, I didn't think this movie would come out at all, or at least not for a very, very long time. 2020, but hey, it actually came out. So things are starting to open up again with the New Mutants. But hey, we've got other movies coming soon, Wonder Woman and Candyman and stuff, so there is hope. There is a bright horizon after the darkness. Anyway, Bill and Ted 3, was it any good? I'm going to be honest, I feel like this was my third favourite Bill and Ted. I feel like they do go in order of ranking. I liked Excellent Journey first, Bogus second, and if you want to check out those reviews, they are on my channel. So Bill and Ted Face the Music, honestly, I feel like the main thing that I didn't like was that the transition from the 80s nostalgia vibe to the present day, like 30 years later, it takes a lot of charm out of the movie. So much of what I loved about this movie was the whole 80s vibe. Don't get me wrong, this is still a really fun, goofy movie that I feel like we really need in 2020. It's just a movie that has no underlying messages. It's not trying to sell us anything. It's not trying to do anything except entertain us and be funny. And that's what it does. And don't get me wrong, it does pull it off. It definitely does do it. But I just feel like it didn't really stack up to the other two movies. So Bill and Ted now have daughters, and they are played by Samara Weaving and Bridget Payne. I'm not really sure if I'm saying her name right, but both of the daughters do an amazing job, especially Bridget. She really embodies the whole Bill and Ted goofy, excellent vibe. And I really like how they have the different side-by-side storylines where the daughters go off on their adventures and they meet the Grim Reaper who's returning, and I'm so happy about that because he was one of my favorite characters in the second movie. And then they all meet up together at the end. And I don't feel like at any point the daughters overshadowed Bill and Ted, which was what I was a little worried about. I was worried it was going to turn into Bill and Ted are just complete losers and their daughters save the day. Well, it does have a little bit of that, but it's not too much. It still works for the movie. So one thing I didn't like was this robot, Dennis. I feel like they were trying to have a really funny moment with him, but I just found it really lacking the humor. I did not find him funny, and that's really disappointing because he was played by Victor Zsasz, and Victor Zsasz is the guy that plays, oh my gosh, what am I saying? Anthony Carrigan. He was played by Anthony Carrigan, who is the guy that plays Victor Zsasz on my favorite show, Gotham. And Victor Zsasz is like my favorite character on Gotham. So, I really was wanting to like this robot dude, but I just didn't. Anyway, I feel like some of the humor fell flat like that. It tried a little bit too hard. But Keanu himself and the other guy, something Winter, I can't remember his name, they both do a really good job reprising their roles, considering that there's been a massive amount of time, 30 years in between when they last were Bill and Ted. And especially with Keanu, like, he's had some really intense stuff happen in his life, which I'm not going to go into because I don't like to talk about actors' personal lives, but he's been through a lot, and it's sort of been reflected in his roles. I feel like he's gone into very stoic, serious types of roles like John Wick. So seeing him do a humorous role again, it was really like, can he pull it off? But yes, like everything else Keanu Reeves does, he pulled it off. So honestly, I just feel like this movie, it fell a little flat to me. Everyone else seems to be absolutely loving it, but I just felt like it could have done a bit better. I don't know, the whole tone of the movie, it just sort of felt like it wasn't sure what it was trying to be, and in the second movie I felt like that worked really well, that whole chaotic vibe, but for some reason in the third movie it just didn't really work. So I would give this a C ranking. I would not say you should spend money on this, but I would say if it's on TV, definitely give it a watch. So if you like what you see, please help me out, subscribe, like, share, yada yada, you know the drill. Thank you.